All right, gang. Welcome to another video here on the ICG Store YouTube page. We have another Budget Deck Tech Tuesday in front of us, and it is Mono Green Aggro. This is the format post-banning, so that means no Omnath, no Escape the Wilds, and no Lucky Clover. So, hopefully this deck won't just get beat out by whatever's left. I think Dimir Rogues is probably going to be like the #1 deck for a while just because it did well at the new Arena Pro Tour, the Grand Finals, or whatever it's called. But today we are looking at our Mono Green Aggro deck. We have our Scavenging Ooze here. Love this card, love this art. It's a great mid-range card. We have a Garruk Unleashed for our top end for a little bit of like advantage, as well as a way to win the game with his emblem. And then we have this super sweet Godzilla art Gemrazer. Very cool. But the deck is, super straightforward. You play your creatures and you turn them sideways. That's all there is to it, and I feel like after playing Omnath over and over again, I'm ready just to turn some cards sideways. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm really excited to see where the format goes. I just been really bummed out on Standard lately. Just like, it's my favorite format, and I just wanted something. I don't know. I just want to play mid-range. I want to play control. I just don't want to play like a giant ramp deck that just tries to go over the top of every other single deck. Like, I just wanted something that's not that. But hopefully we're there now. Maybe we can start working on like a blue-black control or like a blue-white control list. That would be awesome if those are good. What we have here, it sounds kind of weak, but we do have like a Serpent on 2 into a Primal Might. We have 4 lands to play Garruk, so we'll go ahead and keep it. Bonders Enclave. Yeah, and I guess maybe like red decks are going to get a little bit better here too. Really, the format, all it needs is just a solid red deck. If we could just get a solid red deck, I feel like that will solve so many issues. Like, Omnath pushed all the red decks out of the format because it gained 4 life multiple times, but we'll make that a little bit easier to see. Let's see, we have our Garenbrig. We'll go to Kazandu. Hopefully they don't have another scatter. But yeah, like if there was just like a red deck in the format, it would normalize the format. It would make it like more mid-range control aggro. It just would feel better. But I feel like a couple years ago there was like 3 or 4 Pro Tours in a row where like red just crushed everything. Okay, so we have Bonders Enclave turned on. Let's see what they do here. Interesting. Do we just try and slam a Garruk? Yeah, let's try and slam Garruk. I mean, if they counter it, then it slows them down on using their like card draw or their removal. Okay, negate. But yeah, so the red deck a couple years ago, like 3, 4, 5 Pro Tours in a row, was just all red, and everyone kind of complained a little bit. And it wasn't even like real complaining; it was just like, oh, it's kind of boring to watch. And I feel like since then they were like, okay, red cannot be great, and then this is where we're at. This Mammoth getting in there doing some work. So we can go Shambler into pick up Garruk. I think that's what we want to do. We'll go Shambler into pick up Garruk. I mean, we could even draw a card off Enclave. Yeah, let's just keep putting pressure on. So we'll just keep putting the pressure on. Force him to, yeah, keep forcing him to use counter spells. And we have a Primal Might if they decide to play a creature. Land is good too because it triggers Kazandu Mammoth. So we have both we have removal here. This is the dual land, okay. But yeah, I feel like, the red decks normalize the format to something that everybody wants to play. The good old trifecta where it's mid-range, aggro, and control. And they kind of fight each other. What do we want to do here? Probably just attack, huh? See if we can force a counterspell out of them. An extinction event would be pretty backbreaking here. Alright, what are they working with? They got 4 cards in their hand. Alright, them cycling a counterspell is nice. Ooh, Ashiok. So this actually, this'll win us the game, so. I guess we could just do this. Because this triggers... I guess we could just do this Primal Might. It doesn't even matter. We win in no matter what they do. Get them, green guys. We're just doing a little bit of overkill there. Overkill. So let's go ahead and bring in some Harbingers, a Nylea. We'll bring in 1 Baloth. And let's cut some of our removal. So Primal Mights, Ram Throughs. We'll leave in 2 Primal Mights. Just in case they play like the Scavengers or... I think this looks good. I think they had a pretty weak hand. They didn't really do much that whole game, so... I think we got lucky there. Got a little bit lucky. Let's see if we can get lucky again. But... yeah, I feel like, the format gets cracked wide open now. 2 lands. Yep. We have a 1-drop into 2-drop into Gemrazer. Into Angerus. Angry Godzilla. Rus. But yeah, like you could play like Grixis control decks now. You could play blue-black control decks. At least for now. Who knows where the format's going to go after this, but... if we can hit a 3rd land drop for our Garruk's Harbinger, that would be legit. They don't have red. They did play red last game, right? Yeah. At least I think so. Scavenging Ooze is probably going to be pretty good because all the mill decks that are rolling around. Like, you get a couple of green sources in play, and Ooze gets a big fast. And it also makes the opposing, those 1-drop rogues, the Thieves Guild Enforcer, it makes them smaller. Awesome. All right. Using up their removal. Can we hit a land? We did not. So let's go ahead and get another Ooze down. That's okay. We have plays, so it's not the end of the world. Even if we miss a land drop, we have Shambler next turn. Oh, man, look at that. 3 of their Blood Chief's Thirst. And they have Counterspell up now. Ugh. All right, so... now we really need to hit our land. We need to hit our land drop next turn. All right, the 1/1 Flying Sharknado. Maze Mine Tome. All right, that's a perfect target for our Gemrazer. Can we hit it? Ugh, we cannot. That is unfortunate. So let's just go ahead and evolve our guy, and then we can fight their shark. I don't really. Yeah, we'll just deal with their shark now. I mean, it's already a really far uphill battle, so we need to draw well from here on out, and we need them to draw poorly, and that's not has not happened so far. So let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and scoop her up. We'll go to game 3. Yeah, we had like 4 or 5 turns there to hit us the third land, and it just was not there. So, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's okay though. That's okay. We will. We'll get him in game 3. We'll be on the play. Ooh. So we'll keep it. It definitely would be better if we had an untapped land, but we can go turn 1. What's the best play here? The tracker? Non-human creature. Yeah, so the tracker is a 1-mana 2/2. Because even if we just play Shambler next turn, it'll become a 2/2. So we'll go Shambler into... Ooh, it's non-human. Or that's an elf. Yeah, we'll just slam that. Hit him for 2. Put the pressure on. Because now we have 2... what are those? The Savannah Lions. We have 2 Savannah Lions. 1 mana 2/2 vanillas. Perfect. There's our land 3. So we don't want to get Essence Scattered. We're okay with removal spell because that means we'll get our Harbinger down. Perfect. So we miss out on a couple points of damage there, but now we get to resolve this Harbinger, and it's going to be very hard for them to deal with. Very hard to deal with. And then next turn we can go triple 1-drop. Well, really, we could hit him with the Harbinger and see what they get. See, there's their red. Hopefully they don't have like a... Okay, cool. Maze Mind Tome. I'm cool with that. Bottom. Bottom it. Get it out of here. Come on. Soup. All right, big decision here. So it's... Okay, cool. So, let's go ahead and attack. See what we hit. The Harbinger. Ooh, we probably just want another Harbinger. Well, I think we do want another Harbinger in case they have an extinction event. So that's how we lose this game, is an extinction event, I feel like. So that means we should play all our 1-drops out. If we're trying to play around extinction event, then all our 1-drops out makes the most sense. I mean, they almost like kind of have to have it here. As if not, we're hitting them for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 next turn. Ooh, another Swarm Shambler. So let's go ahead and attack. See what we're working with. They're at a virtual 2. Ooh, Shark Typhoon. What are we blocking? Probably the Shambler? Oh no, I guess they gotta block this. Oh, he doesn't have trample. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. So we'll just go ahead and play a Lovestruck Beast. And then they either have Extinction Event or Bust. What do they got? Do they got it? What do they got? There's that 5-mana exile all 3 CMC or less. I forget what it's called, but that's from Zendikar. They did have it. Oh man. Unfortunately, we didn't have any. Oh, these are zeros. Yes. So we can go Harbinger into Shambler. Second Extinction Event would be pretty brutal, but we still have a good bit of heat left in our hand. They're gaining 4 life, so they're going to go to a virtual 10. Next turn. They've only got to scry with this. They haven't drew any cards, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Kazandu Mammoth. So if they have Shark Typhoon, they are able to block. Man. Shark Typhoon would be pretty backbreaking right here, but I guess we got to do it. I guess we got to do it. So they did not have... What are they trying to hit here? What are they trying to hit? Some kind of lightning strike? Oh no, they just wanted to gain their life. That's fine with me. We'll take the Gemrazer, and then what do we want here? We probably just want to get the beast down. Another extinction event would be pretty bad, so I guess we'll get a 4-drop down. If they have like essence, if they have neutralize here, that'd be pretty bad. Okay, so we need them to not have neutralize into extinction event. That's how they get back in this game. Don't have it, bro. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have it. They have a lightning strike or S card. I forget what it's called, but it's 2 mana, does 3 damage. They got it. You got it. I don't think you do, bro. Ooh, they did have it, but they drew it. Interesting. 1-0, boys. 1-0 in the books. Let's see if we can get a couple more wins out of this. This deck was kind of fun. I mean, it's a lot less triggers, a lot less stuff going on. Oh, look at, oh man, Pack City. So it's kind of like a reprieve from playing like Omnath mirrors and, you know, adventure mirrors. Like it's a nice little reprieve. All right, mono green. Yeah, it's been a rough beginning of the week for me. I have like a sty on my eye, like an infection or something, and it's kind of like hard to see out of it. It sucks. It hurts a little bit. But I think I was outside. I was blowing up. What a fool I am. Oh, man. All right, let's scoop this one up. We'll scoop it up. I'm playing against the blue deck. I saw that. I mean, I saw that color, and I was like, yeah, I'm in. So we'll go ahead and bring in... I guess we don't know too much, so we'll bring in that. We'll bring in 1 Cragplate, and then more than likely they're playing blue. So we'll just bring in 2 Harbingers. We'll get rid of some of our removal and call it a day. That is whoops on my part. But I guess that's why I'm not on the Pro Tour. I couldn't see, dude. I told you. I told you, man. My eye was messed up. All right, this one, mulligan. Okay, blue is mulligan. I got it this time. Snap keep. Probably the weakest card is this Primal Might. This way we can go ahead and play our double cards that will end up as the double cards will end up as lands. It looks like. Zanzibar, yeah, so we're playing like a blue-black deck. Ugh, we drew that, unfortunately. I think we're just trying to level up, I guess. It feels like they probably have removal for this anyways. It's blue-black rogues, or blue-black mill, whatever you want to call it. So now we have a Primal Might to deal with this Enforcer. Primal Might. They have a second Thieves Guild. Ooh, no, we can just go ahead and get down this Mammoth. We'll play this 3 mana 5/5, no big deal. Badoink. They did have a second one, but fortunately, our Kazandu will be bigger than theirs. Unless they play another creature, then our Mammoth is much smaller than their rogue. They got sweet-looking rogues. Sweet-looking rogues. Yeah, I'm not looking to trade this Mammoth. They could flash in pretty much all, 30 or 40% of their deck, so. A little bit of a race here. So we do have this Primal Might. So we'll go ahead and land into Primal Might into Ooze is what our turn's gonna look like. Mammoth is gonna fight the Flyer. And then this Scavenging Ooze is going to be pretty good because we'll be able to eat the cards out of our bin to make the Thieves Guild smaller if they don't have removal for it. And they're click-clacking around, too. Click-clacking around, no blocks. We're at 5. Here comes a Blood Chief's Thirst on the Scavenging Ooze. Is it a Blood Chief's Thirst? What you got? Heartless Act. Okay. Also fair. So we're at 5. 5, 6, 7. We can hit him for 10, which is not 11, unfortunately. Close. So I guess we're just going to play Garruk. Minus Garruk. They have a negate. Negate. You got it? Hopefully you have nothing. That'd be sweet. That'd be very cool on our part. Alright, resolves. So, 5, 6, so it's only 10, unfortunately, but so we gotta do this. Just the Mammoth will swing in. Oh, Brazen Borrower. So that does not put us dead, but it does make things a lot harder. It does make them harder. We can pump the Shambler up to a 3/3, which is nice, but more than likely it's just going to end up blocking. Man, they're really wondering what our cards do. They're like, that 3/3 Vanilla Beast, what does it do? What is this thing? They don't have double blue for the Borrower, which is a little bit, you know, which is good for us. Drown in the lock. So it's definitely going to die. Make our 1/1. And we'll see where they're attacking at. If they go for the Garruk, both at us. I think we're just going to trade here and we'll go to 2. Not looking good for the home team. So we can go ahead and buff up this guy. Put him at 7 and play our 2 creatures. All right. Here's my cards. Oh, Brazen Borrower. So that puts us on a clock here because we're at 2. I don't know if this kills them, but it's going to be close. They might be locked into blocking with... Oh, they can't block with the Brazen Borrower. Oh, they can block with that, though. Oh, no. Oh, they had double? Oh, wow. We had no chance of winning this game. Yeah, maybe if they miss block. No, they would not do that. Dang, at a solid 1. All right, good game. So, we kind of punted the first game by accident because I hit the wrong button, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so we're 1-1. Kind of under my miscue, but my colors. I colors because I can't see out of my eye very well. It's a little bit blurry. A little bit blurry. But I did, we got this leaf blower that's like pretty powerful because we have a bunch of oak trees and stuff in our yard. And it was wild blowing leaves with that thing. It was so much fun. Like it's like a gas-powered monster. So 2 lands. I think we'll keep this. We're playing against a Lurrus deck. And by Lurrus, I guess it is Dimir Mill, Dimir Rogues, which I'm totally cool with. That being top dog in the format, I do not mind playing against Rogues. It's a very beatable deck, very fair. Just play some removal and you're fine. I think people were kind of comparing it to like Blue-Black Fairies from like 7 or 8 years ago, or more than that, like 10, 15 years ago. Because it's like a little tempo-y and it has disruption. This deck feels a little nice too because of the removal. It's a green deck that has some removal to it. We can, if we hit land, we'll be able to go Scooze into Primal Might. That could be good. That could be very good. Will it though? Will we hit our land? Probably not. Come on, deck. Oh no, that feels bad. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Do you have like literally any card in your deck? You do. You do. Turns out you do have cards in your deck in your hand. 4 cards in the bin, so if they play 2 creatures, this guy gets buffed. Or if they play 1 Thieves Guild Enforcer, it gets buffed. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. So let's go ahead and try and ram through again, see what they'd have. I mean, I'm cool with just like drawing cards trying to hit our 3rd land. I'm okay with being in this spot. And we do not want to attack in case they flash in something. Yeah, if they flash in the 1/3 dude. The Rogue, the Rouges. They're putting Lurrus in their hand. Very nice. Very nice. So, man, we really needed to hit that land. This has reach. Okay, cool. So this can actually block this rogue because it has reach and it's pro multicolored. And then it will be able to Primal Might away the Lurrus when it comes down. They're going to go Lurrus, Thieves Guild Enforcer. Oh no, Bloodchief's Thirst. Solid play from the opponent. Solid play. Oh man. I guess technically that's our 3rd land. I'll take it. Get our Scooze down. This will almost certainly prompt a Lurrus cast. Oh no, they have another bit of removal. Heartless Act. Oh, they do. Oh, the heat. Opponent's bringing the heat on us. Is this a Lurrus turn? It is. Very good. So, we gotta trade away our... oh, he didn't cast anything from his bin. Interesting. Oh, because it has Flash. Interesting. They did a little bit of trickery on me. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a good play by the opponent. Good play. All right, we got some beasts. Frantic Inventory, that's kind of a nice tech. I don't think I really saw that in many lists. 18 cards in our bin. Scavenging Ooze would be real good right now. Okay, so we need to Primal Might away the Luris, and this is the weakest card, so we'll do that. And then unfortunately we'll have to pass, but... Oh, another Drown in the Loch. Oh, man. Gosh, that's the last nail in the coffin. And they hit a draw too. Oh, boy. Ooh, boy. All right, puts us at 6. We could double block there. I guess we could have did that. Yeah, that gargoyle. It is an artifact though, and this has reach. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. Do they have like their... Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I thought we were about to pull that one back, but that's okay. So, we need like an uncounterable 3 or 4 drop is like kind of what we need here. What do we want? I suppose the Harbingers are gonna be good. And that might be the only thing we want. Maybe these Brontodons, because they're 3/4s. No, I don't think so. What do we want to get rid of? We'll get rid of a Yorvo. 3 more to go. We'll get rid of some of our removal. And then finally, probably our weakest 1 drop. It's this guy. All right, deck. Ugh. I feel like it probably needs a little bit more tuning against these like blue-black decks, the rogue decks. We need to be probably like a little bit lower to the ground. This hand. But, I mean, that last game, though, our opponent had like a lot of good cards in a row, so we can't really judge it on that game alone. They had their Drown in the Locks when they needed them, and we almost were going to tear back into that with our... with that Gemrazer, because it had reach, but could not pull it out. What do we got coming in? Removal for the Ooze. Unfortunate. Here is... Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I double clicked. That was close. So now we have triple Harbinger. We just gotta fight through their Drown the Locks and we'll be good. We'll just have to fight through their Drown in the Locks. Haha! 3 of a kind. Read 'em and sweep. Read 'em and sweep. But I guess that's one way to get rid of the Harbingers in our hand. I mean, they have Brazen Bar, where that's a solid answer to the Harbinger. This guy can block. Unless you have 4 cards. They only have 2. Yeah, we'll just swing in. Free block here. Eat up our Swarm Shamblerino. Ooh, Scavenging Ooze. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and slam this. And then we'll go ahead and pass and see what they do. What do we got, opponent? Let's go ahead and eat their card, just so their Gargoyle can't block. Myers Grasp. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Is it like a permanent? Why would they need it to be a permanent? I don't know. That's interesting. 5 cards in the bin. 5 cards in the bin. All right, let's attack. They have 2 lands up. This becomes a 2/2, so we don't have to worry about their 1/3 flyers. And there's the game. Very good. All right, can we finish this out? Can we end up being positive? Can we be the 2-1? Can we 2-1 this league? Come on, big bucks, no whammies. But yeah, we leaf blow the whole yard. It was work, but it was still a ton of fun. Like we're like where the mulch is, and you blow the leaf blower, and it just like clears it out. It's neat. It's so neat. It was a great purchase. I would recommend if you got a lot of trees in your yard and you need a leaf blower, spend the extra cash and get a nice one. So we can play the Stonecoil Serpent on 1. Our turn is going to be Ooze and Harbinger, so I guess we are going to play this on 1. We're not going to really find room to play it any other turn, so. And if they want to waste removal on it, it's cool with me. Okay, we'll get the Scoos down. And the next turn we can start playing Harbingers. They have the Heartless Act. They have Eliminate. Just as good. Just as good. Garenbrig. Let's go ahead. We're going to attack. We're kind of opening ourselves up to the 1-mana 1/1 black creature, but... So, do we have the Essence Scatter? The Lofty Denial? They did not. They have Brazen Borrower? Heartless Act. Okay. I mean, they have answers to our stuff. Do they have an answer to this Harbinger? Do they have the Brazen Borrower? They put Lurrus into their hand. Okay, awesome. So... So do we just plus this Garruk, or do we make another beast? We're gonna go wide. This Garruk's gonna let us look at 4 cards anyway. So, ooh, Yorvo or Angerus. I think this card has a higher upside just because it can kill Vantra's Gargoyle. All right, what do we got, opponent? What do we have? Just a Lurrus. Okay, I'm cool with that. Just a Lurrus. Into nothing. Okay. So this is interesting. We can play this tracker. We can buff it with Garruk and then try and fight the Lurrus. I think that's our best route.
I like to think big.
And this way, if they do the removal on the Wildwood Tracker, it still lets us attack with these cards. Like if they have a Brazen Borrower or Drown the Lock. So this is a predicament. Do we want to attack with this Harbinger when we have another one in hand? This gets rid of their Lurrus. Or they could just take 7. No. Then this also protects our Garruk too, so. What do we got? Myers Grasp. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a beast. And then we can go left side and right side of Lovestruck Beast. See where this takes us. And this way the Harbinger is going to try and net us some cards later. We're playing like more of a long game strategy since we have a second Garruk. Oh, gain control. Oh boy. Oh boy. But this lets us resolve the Harbinger. This actually lets us do a bunch of stuff.
Stampede of what?
It gives a trample too, right? Yeah, so we'd get him for 1. Perfect. Looking good. Looking good on our side. Are we about to sneak out this victory? Ugh. Another Garruk. Okay. So we'll buff up the Harbinger.
Dare you to stop this?
We can mutate onto the Shambler. Oh man, this is a little. So we want this to be on top. Perfect. And then now we can attack. Yes, and if they had nothing, we kill him because of the extra 1 point of damage from the 1/1. So this deck definitely, you know, can go toe to toe with the blue-black Mill Demir deck, Rogues, whatever you want to call it. This deck feels very powerful for, you know, a $50 deck. I'm extremely happy with it. And there's like, you could also put Questing Beasts in here. Let's take a look at the deck. So, you know, this deck's only about $50, $60, and so there's a lot of upside here. Like, you could put Questing Beasts, you could put Elder Gargaroths. You have a ton of different options here. There's the green mythic flip land that lets you play one of the creatures in the top 7 of your library. I forget what it's called, but that card would be a great shoe-in. You put 4 of those, you maybe shave a land or something, but this deck feels very powerful. Like, the Scavenging Ooze is a real threat. The removal is really nice through Ram Through and Primal Might. And then Stonecoil Serpent is a house because it's pro multicolor, which a lot of people are playing multicolor spells right now. But that is it for me today. This was a good deck. It was a fun time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. You'll get notified when we go live. You'll get to see all the new videos, whether it's box openings or us playing Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever ends up being on the stream. We'll be here for you. But I hope you have a great rest of the week.